Hiring a stripper before the day of you're supposed to be married to the love of your life is disgusting, and extremely weird. Now if you plan on having an open relationship, I don't care, and disregard my title, but so many monogamous couples see this an opportunity to get their dick wet one last time or a hot nude man to strip for them. Just saying this is unpopular, because it was on the front page of a relationship. I always thought my Eastern, cannot bring up which one because bot thinks I'm racist, wedding traditions were unnecessarily long and padded out, but it's better than hiring an escort to pleasure you on the last day you're single. Why get married if you're going to miss the life of casual hookups that much? Agreed. I don't understand it. It's your last night of freedom. Persons still in a relations, they chose to get married, and if you feel that your relationship is bad enough to consider getting grinded on by a stranger of found freedom, then you're kinda a trashy person. Isn't that something that just happens in movies? I don't think I've known anyone who actually did. Edit, judging from the response, I guess that's what happens when all your friends are nerds. I agree with you. It's disgusting. I went to dinner and bowling with my future brothers-in-law and father-in-law. It was very nice. I agree. Funny thing, I personally know way more women who do this than men. One of my cousins got married, and his normally buttoned-up wife had a big bash with a male stripper. All of her family, especially the middle-aged relatives, acted like it was great because the guys would do the same. Nope, he and his buddies went on a chill camping trip. The same guy was hired for a few of her friends' subsequent bachelorettes. I think it's tacky, but often it's the friends of the bride and groom who hire the strippers. It's turned into a gag and excuse for friends to party. Till, half of Reddit hates strip clubs vs. Half of Reddit eats ass and jerks off to cartoons, especially if it's your son and you're in a beetroot farmhouse. My sister's, now ex-husband left the reception to go to a strip club. So, yeah, it wasn't a surprise that he sucked later. I'm Indian/Sikh, if you wanted context for the post. I agree, it's ridiculous and disgusting. You're not single, you're still in a relationship. If I heard about this happening at my wife's bachelorette, there would not have been a marriage. Totally with you. It's the weirdest damn thing. I don't know why it's so widely accepted. I have never heard of this. Also, if you are getting married, aren't you already in a relationship and therefore not single? I agree. I've seen this a few times, even the other way around with women hiring male strippers. It just reeks of this tradition of viewing marriage as painful, as giving up things you want. Again, like you said, don't get married if you're gonna hate it that much. Even just bachelor/bachelorette parties in general are based on the idea that it's the last day of your freedom, last day of seeing your friends, etc. I don't think it's bad to hang out with your friends before your wedding. It's a stressful time and I'm sure it helps some people, just it all starts from this same mindset that I've always found weird. If people are into it, I won't judge them. I just hate the excuse of last night of freedom or one last chance, etc. Like, I didn't realize you and your partner don't have to be monogamous and it isn't cheating, so long as you two weren't married. I guess long-term relationships without marriage aren't real relationships. How common do you think friends buying the groom an escort is? I think most wives are under the impression that it's look, don't touch. I used to bartend in a strip club. We had a few stay parties come in every Saturday. The stag's friends would buy him a stag show in which he gets on the main stage and the stripper proceeds to give him a lap dance, pour wax on him, etc. And seeing the way these guys would touch the stripper's breasts and attempt to fondle her was disgusting, unless OFC that's within their relationship's boundaries. During my time working there, I only saw one man who didn't even want the stag show, let alone the stripper. Seriously, why are you getting married if you are wanting to touch and ogle someone else? As someone currently in a committed relationship, I don't understand. Even if I wanted to touch some random's abs/dick, no amount of fun would ever be worth hurting my boyfriend. Dick wet on a stripper. I totally agree. I always thought it was totally disrespectful of your wife to be. I couldn't imagine doing that to a woman. I guess that's how the stereotype that men are pigs came from. Wait, who TF does this? If going for a pre-marriage shag, it's absolutely disgusting. I also don't think that is so common, just these stories get pushed to the top of social media because that are more shocking, hence makes it seem more common than reality. If it's just a stripper, that is as much for the party's entertainment. Also playfully mock the hen/buck that the good times are over and after this you're not allowed to focus on other people as partners. Most of the bucks I've seen just look to entertain the party then treat the stripper as a serious sexual focus to the event. Strippers and escorts are very different BTW. Escorts have sex, strippers take of their clothes. Do not go to a strip bar expecting to get your dick wet. I just got drunk at a bar with my brothers, a couple uncles and my father. I'll never understand the infatuation my fellow men have with strippers and strip clubs anyway. I am by no means a prude or a saint, but Pornhub is free, guys. Why drop $100s if not $1000s of dollars on something you can't touch when you can stream it free at home? You're interchanging an escort with a stripper. Not the same thing. I'm on the fence. I'm adamantly against strippers who may also work as escorts in a private home, but a night at a strip club isn't totally abhorrent to me, so long as both spouses-to-be are cool with it. I'm a married, 35-year-old woman and have actually joined 2 friends for couples bachelor/bachelorette parties at strip clubs. Bride, groom, and friends of both sexes just having a good time drinking and doing something a little naughty. But sleeping with a stranger/escort/anyone as a celebration before your big day is completely over the line for me. Do I need to point out that the vast majority of people don't get escorts? Strippers, yeah, that's super common, but guys aren't really looking to have sex at their bachelor party, especially when the bride's relatives are typically at the party as well. I think most of the time it's just going to the club, not really ending up with sex. Kind of a stereotypical tradition, I guess. But yeah, like you said, I'm sure a lot ends up in some risque situations, lol.